All right, it's that time again, or technically it's past that time again. Whatever. Top 10 most torrented, pirated, whatever movies of the week for 7/19/2021, or actually it's the week ending yesterday. Whatever. Anyway, Black Widow tops the chart, followed by Gunpowder Milkshake. I have no fucking clue what that is. The tomorrow, it almost sounds tasty though. I just imagine, I don't know, like a coffee flavored milkshake or something. It's like Black Rifle coffee milkshake. The Tomorrow War completes the top three. Educational reference only. Blah 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 blah. Two new entries on the list. Black Widow is the most downloaded title. And here we go. Here's the list. Number one, once again, is Black Widow 7.0. Several people, especially in the Phantom Menace, have complained about how completely and utterly shit Black Widow is. I have to both agree with them and disagree with them. If you just, I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily my official policy, but I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to movies. Like, I don't think critically about them all that much. It's like I prefer to just kind of sit back and watch it and try to be as entertained as I can be. I don't sit there going, "What's wrong with this?" It's like I don't analyze it necessarily. I mean, sometimes it's unavoidable to notice things, but I don't actively try to figure out what the fuck is the matter with it, and I don't have the kind of personality or whatever to just notice that shit without even trying. So personally, I would say that Black Widow is really quite enjoyable. I mean, nobody should be pretending that it's one of the best Marvel movies, because it's not. So, the Marvel stans or whatever are busy doing that bullshit and saying that, oh, it's one of the, top 5 Marvel movies of all time. It's like, no, it's not. Not even close. Fuck off with that shit. But, the people saying that it's complete and utter garbage, it's like, that depends. I mean, it's like, if you just sit back and try to enjoy it as best you can and don't think about anything too much, then it's serviceable. There's nothing wrong with it. There are plenty of parts of it that are kind of fun. There are, as I have mentioned, I guess in the last one of these, I mentioned that there are some disappointments. So there's that. But the people complaining do kind of have a point, that if you actually try to pay attention, it's like, first of all, there is the thing that the comic book fans, the people who read the comics, complain about how, oh, well, Taskmaster is an actual character from the comics, it's a dude or whatever, and they had a dude clearly lined up to be the Taskmaster, and then at some point they apparently changed their minds and decided, nah, let's subvert expectations and make it a woman who's actually under the helmet, and it's a female whose character is not, I mean, there's no development. It's like they could have done something interesting with that, but they didn't. It's like, it feels like it was just kind of thrown in at the last minute. And there are plot holes galore, which is pretty standard these days for fucking near all movies, especially Marvel movies, it seems. And there, I mean, there's the prison break scene, and it's like, there's no way in hell that they wouldn't have been shot down trying to do that, prison break. And then there's the, morality question of how, well, I don't know what country this is. Is this Russia or whatever? It's like, it's not the Soviet Union, though. It's like, it's like, whatever country this is, it's probably a fully legitimate government, and these are probably hardened criminals for the most part, at least. Some of them might be political prisoners, but most of them are probably hardened criminals that are in this fucking place. And, it's like, oh no, our heroes just swoop in and, kill a bunch of the guards and, cause an avalanche that may very well have killed absolutely everybody in the place. And I did consider at the end when there's a bunch of burning shit falling from the sky that it's like, I sure hope there's not like a town underneath that thing or whatever. That's just, I don't know. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff like that, and some of the CGI is kind of and was it Gary or somebody, I don't remember, it may have been Friday Night Tights where they or was it, I don't remember now, but whatever it was, it's like they played a clip, I think it was Gary, whether it was Friday Night Tights or one of his other streams that he did, where he fucking plays a clip of the main bad guy, his plane getting blown up at the end, and his the force of the fireball somehow propels his glasses off of his face and into the camera, and it's like, yeah, that was really kind of dumb. So there's a lot of legitimate criticism to make of the movie, but again, I mean, there are lots of really shittily, I mean, part of it is that there's no excuse for it nowadays. When Disney makes a movie and they spend $100 million or whatever the fuck it is making the damn thing, and they've had so long to work on it, it's like, there's not really an excuse for them to not get it right. It's like they really should have been able to do a good job, and and when they don't, it's like, what is the matter with you people that you just can't get it right? But going back, decades ago, it's like there's tons of movies that have been made, usually on low budget, of course, that are very pathetically done. Like the special effects suck, the acting sucks, the story sucks, the writing is shit, the acting is shit. Everything about it is garbage, and yet somehow a lot of those movies are quite enjoyable. So it's to a certain extent, it's down to how much you're prepared to just kind of let go and enjoy it. And that's what I chose to do when I saw Black Widow. I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna enjoy it to the extent that I can. And by doing that, I found that it's pretty enjoyable. I liked it. It's all right. Anyway, so down at the bottom of the list, dropping from 9 to 10, we got Luca. That's that animated thing. Haven't seen it, probably won't. Dropping from 6 all the way down to 9 is Fear Street Part 1, 1994. Nasser, I think, did one of his Kinonomicon or whatever the fuck streams about that. I did not watch it because I don't ever watch any of his, Kinonomicon shit, because frankly, it's usually boring as fuck. To hear them discuss a movie that usually it's some shitty old film that I've never fucking heard of, and occasionally I have heard of it, and but usually I haven't, and it's like, I'm not going to go out and try to find that fucking thing to watch it so that I know what the hell they're talking about. Anyway, dropping from 5 to 8 is The Boss Baby Family Business. That sounded really fucking weird. Holding steady at number 7 is Cruella. Still haven't seen that. I may see it. Dropping from 3 to 6 is A Quiet Place Part 2. I've been told that that's good. I may try to watch it, although, again, I'll have to watch the first one first, so God only knows how long that'll take for me to get around to that. New to the list, apparently, at number 5 is Space Jam: A New Legacy at 4.3. And there's plenty of, there's flat-chested Lola Bunny. I mean, they're not showing her chest, but, we all probably have heard about that. So, yeah, there's been tons of controversy and whatnot, and it's probably garbage. I'm not going to watch it. I don't fucking care. but I'd expect it to be crap. The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, holding steady at number 4, 6.3. Like I said, that seems like just, I mean, that's like, I'm your father's, brother's cousin's former roommate or whatever. It's like, it's needlessly complicated title there. The Tomorrow War, dropping from 2 to 3, 6.7. I haven't seen that. I might try to see it. I don't know. New to list at number 2 is Gunpowder Milkshake. It's 5.9. 3 generations of women fight back against those who could take everything from them. That's not really overly descriptive, although frankly that looks awful. I mean, it could be a great movie. Hope it's a great movie. Wouldn't count it, but it's got Lena Headey and Karen Gillan in it. So I don't know. I mean, I might try to. I've liked both of them and other things. I don't know. I might try to watch this sometime or other if I can manage. I haven't heard of it until just now, but that I don't know. Just that really short description and that, like somehow that makes me think of Ghostbusters 2016. And we all know what a disaster that fucking movie was. Now, obviously, this is not going to have the problem, I don't guess, of ruining a wonderful, beloved franchise from the past. But I don't know. It could be woke as fuck, and if it is, then it's going to be fucking garbage. Anyway, but there are the popular downloads among the pirating classes for this past week. Until the next one.